Formula 1 needs to stop investigating incidents after a race. That's the Singapore Grand Prix done and dusted, and what a strange race it was. We had delays, half a race that was incredibly dull, to put it lightly, and then a second half which was full of carnage. It was, however, Sergio Perez that came out on top after a sensational drive where he fought off the charge of Charles Leclerc in the Ferrari. However, the victory, at least in that particular moment, lost a bit of its shine due to the fact that Sergio had an investigation from the FIA looming over him due to a potential safety car infringement. It is such a shame for a fan watching to not know whether Sergio is actually going to end up the winner of the race. Penalties have to be applied during the Grand Prix if this sport is to be taken seriously. I personally do not understand why the FIA would need to talk to a team, like Red Bull in this case, and ask them what exactly happened. Surely they would be able to make a decision, especially if it's to do with 10 car lengths behind the safety car, there and then. Obviously, Red Bull are not going to turn around and go, well, actually, mate, I believe Sergio Perez was at fault and you should give him a penalty. Every team, every driver is going to be biased towards their own result. It's just counterintuitive. Remember when Hamilton was given a 5-second penalty and Norris was chasing him down during the 2020 Austrian Grand Prix to claim P3? It was dramatic, it was nail-biting, but most of all, it was bloody awesome. We could have had something similar if Sergio Perez's potential penalty had been decided upon there and then, but instead the FIA decided to investigate the eventual winner after the race. For me, it genuinely ruins the ending. It's like watching a football game and not knowing who's won the game at the end of the 90 minutes because the video assistance referee, or VAR for short, are checking for the next 4, 5, 6 hours after everyone has gone home or stopped watching. That also reminds me, where is this video assistant referee centre, or whatever they were going to call it, that was promised to be rolled out after the controversy of the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix? I've literally heard nothing of it. Maybe it exists and we've just not heard about it, or maybe it was never created. I feel pretty passionately about this subject because I am all for the viewer experience, the thrill of watching Formula 1. I also accept that penalties have to be handed out, which can change the complexion of a race. That's perfectly fine as long as you sort it there and then. Surely, as a steward, you have the FIA rulebook in front of you, you assess all the data you have from the onboards, telemetry and so on, and you make a decision. Yeah, we may well criticise a decision that has to be made in the heat of the moment from time to time, but in my opinion, that has to be the way forward. If the answer is, well, we don't have access to blah blah blah's data, or in the regulations it states that Bob from the FIA needs to chat to Jim from said racing team when XYZ is breached, it's just not really acceptable. Put the processes in place. If they can't be amended, scrap them and start again. I've said this before in previous videos. F1 is in its boom period right now. So many new fans are enjoying our beloved sport. But it won't last forever, and the infrastructure for things like this to be avoided needs to be put in place. No question. You want to feel that joy when someone wins a Grand Prix, whether it's for the 100th time or the first time. It can't be something we don't know the answer to for hours on end. There you have it, a quick opinion piece on why F1 needs to have a slicker operation in place when it comes to investigating incidents during a race. What do you think? What would be your perfect solution? Let us know in the comment section below.